we are going to learn about, you can say, the RDS also. Okay, like we will first go an overview about RDS. It's a database. Then we will make a project with that. Okay, so RDS is nothing but a service of AWS. Okay, for database. Okay, for like creating database, managing the databases. Database. What exactly the database is? Database is to store the data. Like if you have a website, or if your website containing like taking some data or maybe showing some data. Let's suppose if you take an example of Amazon or maybe Zomato or maybe anything else. So if you are dealing with Amazon or a Myntra website, so they are showing you whatever they have to sell. Okay, like their uh, clothes, you can say the wears, women wears, men's wears. Okay, whatever you are like seeing in front of your mobile or in front of your laptop, so that all things are stored in the database. Okay, your login, like you're going to log in there. So how they are like authorizing your logins? So they have a database where they have put the entry of your you can say name. Okay, so like for the database, you can create the database directly on the server also, but you have to manage all the things. Like firstly you have to install it, you have to create the credentials, then you have to make the database in it. Okay, you have to manage the infra also, and if anything will happen, you will also have to take the backup, or like everything you have to do manually. But with the help of RDS, you can just go with the UI, click on create, you can create a database, you can take the backup of it, you can make the replica of it. Okay, so this is very simple or a smarter way to manage the databases without any interruptions or without any, you can say, time consuming. So we'll move ahead and go with our project. You can say what exactly we are going to do today. So today we will launch two EC2 instances. Okay. With that two EC2 instances, we will install the Git and we will clone a, you can say, a repository. Okay, from the Git. Okay, we will clone it. Like we have a web application. Okay, just a simple form we have. So with that form, like it's a Python-based application. So whatever code is there for making the UI or for making all the logical things of that web application. So that code we have put on Git. So we'll make a clone from the Git. Okay. So firstly, we will launch two instances. Then we will install the Git in that instances. Then we will clone our web application code. Okay. Then we'll move on and create a PostgreSQL database. Okay. In the RDS. Okay. As I told you, we have a multiple engines, right? So in this case, we will install, like we will create a PostgreSQL database. Okay. And we will connect it to our EC2 instances. Okay, then we will put some data into that UI. As I told you, it's a form like thing. So we'll put some data into that form. So, and we will check whether the data is like stored in the database or not. Okay, we will see all these things. Additionally, we will create a load balancer there. Okay, so whatever traffic is coming, so the traffic will be get distributed with our both instances. Okay, like instance one and instance two, so that the traffic will be also get distributed. So load balancer we will see RDS, we will see the EC2, we will also see some networking parts, some security group concepts. Okay, we will launch the instances. Okay, so here what we will do, we will launch the instance. So we'll go here, then we will select the Red Hat Linux. Okay, I'm selecting the Red Hat Linux. Then what we will do, after selecting the Red Hat Linux, we will launch two instances directly. Like we want two instances, so why not we launch directly at the same time, right? I will give here the name app, and then after we will give app1 and app2. Okay. Then scroll down. So I'm keeping the things as it is. Here I will create a SSH key. Okay, I will create a SSH key. I will give a name, uh, app server key. Okay, app server key. So for both the instances, we have a same key. So it will be get downloaded in my local machine, okay, in my laptop. Okay, here in the networking, I will select like I will create to edit. So we will do it in the default VPC. Okay, in the default VPC we will do. Then after here we will select the availability zone. So like I'm selecting a availability zone. Then after I'm assigning the elastic IP. Of course, we need I'm assigning the public IP. Of course, we will need the public IP because we want to access it from the internet. So here we also need a port in security group. So I'm adding one more rule here. Okay, what is that rule? So like I want a 5000 port because my Python application is running on 5000 port. So I need the 5000 port. Okay, so from anywhere I want to access this 5000 port. So I'm giving all traffic. Okay, then after here we have 10 GB of storage. So it is enough for now because we are only making a small web application. Okay, then we will launch the instances. Okay, so we launch the instance. Then I will click on instance first and I will open it here. Okay, so just a minute. Okay, so I will connect it. So we can connect it from the like connect also like the AWS connect. But I want to show you from one of the you can say SSH client which I use. Okay, so I will like I'm clicking on the IP. I'm copying the IP address, the public IP address, and then I will like show you the terminus. Okay, let me share the terminus. This is the terminus. If you like go into here, so you have to put the IP address here, then connect, continue. Here you have to put the username. So by default, one username AWS will give you called EC2-user. Okay, next. So continue. So it will ask you to put the key. Okay. So the key was got downloaded in my local machine. Okay, like in my laptop while creating the key. So I will add the key here. So just a minute, let me put the key content. Okay, so I just copied the encryption and I will paste here. Okay, I will give the name app server key. Okay, I will save it. And now we are able to log in into the server. Okay, see, I will switch to the root because we want to like install some packages. So we need to go to the root, right? I will increase the font size. Now in the root, we will install the Git first. Then we will like clone our repo. Okay. So here we want to install the Git. So I will simply copy paste the command because it will take time to like type. Okay, so this is a simple command like yum install git. At the very first time, it will take some time to create the uh, repos. Okay, so completed. So we have installed the git. Then we also have some essential packages for running our application called like as I told you, it's a Python based application, right? So it needs pip to be installed and also one you can say package for connecting our database. Okay, so this is the psychopg you can say install pip -y. Okay, this one. So I will install both of the packages simultaneously. Okay, So we have installed the pip also, and also the psychopg2, which is essential for connecting our database from this instance. Okay, like if you dealing with the MariaDB, so there was something called MariaDB-client to connect your database from the instance. So software you need, a driver you can say you need to install. Then I'm cloning my Git repo. Okay, so let me clear the screen. Now with this command, you can clone your Git repo. So we have put the code in the GitHub. So from the GitHub, it is getting cloned. Okay, like git clone, and this is the URL. You can see here, github.com/ this is our ID on GitHub, UAT-corexec. With that, we have this repo. So we are actually cloning this repo in our local. If I hit enter, see, done. So things are get cloned here. Like the code is get cloned. If you do ls, so you can able to see this. Okay, this is the directory which is get cloned here. Now what we will do, we have to like change something here. What we have to change, we have to give the RDS credentials. Okay, like the database, like in this code, if you like go into the code, so cd, then RDS. Okay, if you do ls here, if you do ls, so you will able to see this app.py. Okay, if I cat this file, okay, this is the main important file you can say for running our application. So if you go into this file, so you can able to see here the credential of database. Okay, so this is the database credential of my previous, like when I put this code into the Git. So at that time, whatever database I am using, so this is the credential of that database. Okay, but right now we are creating a new database, so we have to change this database. You can say the credentials. Okay, so what we will do, we will go to our console of AWS. Okay, we'll go to the console of AWS, and here we will go to RDS, and we will create a database here so that we can use the credentials and we can add our database to our instances. Okay, to store the data. So I will click on create. Okay, so here I will select the PostgreSQL. Okay, this one, PostgreSQL. Then I'm keeping the version as default. Okay, then here we can like we are doing it into the single, you can say single instance, not doing with the multi-AZ. Okay, then here we will give a name here, name of our like identifier. Like if you have a 10 database created in our RDS, so we must have to know which database we are working, right? So I will give it name something like app DB, so we can like identify it. Okay, then the username. So username, they have given Postgres. So I'm taking like I'm keeping it as it is. And here in the credentials, I'm selecting self-managed. Okay. And I'm creating my master, you can say database name. Okay. So I'm giving the database name. So we will give a database name, something called where we are. Okay, sorry. So here I will give and I will confirm the database also. Then after we'll scroll down. Here also we will keep the things as it is because we are not like having a specialized application or a database for high compute or high, you can say, storage. Okay. In the storage also, we don't want that much storage. So we only need 20 GB of storage. So we'll select the 20 GB. Okay. In the connectivity, we will make it like we are not connecting it to the EC2 because we have two EC2 instances, right? So we don't need to connect it, but we need to access it publicly. So we'll make it access publicly because it will give us a public access so that we can connect it to our instances. Okay, we need public access. Then the firewall, like we can take a default also, or you can also create your own firewall. You can say a security group. Okay, so you can also select the default one. Okay, default one. Then after, we'll launch it. Okay, like we will create it. So it will take some time to create. Okay. Okay, so it will take some time to create. While it is creating, what we will do, we will go to our EC2, and in our EC2, like we have two EC2s, right? So in first instance, we have like successfully like deployed the application, but we could not have done with the second one, right? Like if you go here and in the app 2, right? So this is the instance maybe we have connected. See, okay, this instance we have connected. I will give it a name, app1. Okay, and for the second, I will give it a name, app2. Okay, so now we will connect the app2. Simply copy, and then we'll also come back to our terminus. Here, I will copy paste the IP address. Continue. Username EC2-user. Okay, same key we have given, right? So I will select that key. Okay, like at the first time you have to put, and it will be getting saved in the terminus. So app server key. See, we are able to connect. Okay, so I will do sudo -i to switch on root. Let me increase the size. Okay, now we have to run the same commands, right? Whatever commands we have run in our app1, we have to run the same commands in app2. What we will do, we will run a history command. Okay, we will run a history command, and from the history we will take the commands one by one. Okay, at first we have to install the git. We will run this. Then we need to install pip. Okay, it got installed. Then we will install the pip. Then after, we will install this psychopg. Okay, so some essential packages we have installed. Okay, now we also need to you can say run a script. So we will provide you the RCA, or you can say a document of it. So don't worry about that. We will provide you a full document. So we have a script. So you have to run that script. Okay, because we need some essential packages to be installed to run our application, right? Like Flask package we need, and many other packages we also need. So what we will do, we will run a script here, script.sh. I'm giving a name. So in the script, I will copy paste the script. So this is, you can say, a smarter way. Like instead of running all the commands, you can just go with the script. Okay, I know these are like only the 6 or 7 commands, but if you have 1,000, you can say steps you want to take. So it's not a smarter way to run those things, okay, manually. So you can run a script directly. So we will run the script. I will save this. Okay. Then if you do LL, so you can able to see this script doesn't have the execution permission. So the script needs the execution permission. So we have to give the execution permission. So how we can give it? we will give it like chmod, we are changing, modification we are doing, plus x you can give either, okay, or you can give with a number also. So like I'm going with the plus x, then the file name script.sh. If you do ln, see, it has the execution permission. Okay, so now we will run this script. So for running the script, you need to do something like this. Okay, dot slash and the name of the script. See, it is installing whatever the essential packages are, like we have mentioned in the script. It will install all the packages. Okay, so it has installed all the packages. Now, what we will do, we will cat our script and we will run this script in our app1 also. Okay, like we have run it in the app2, so we will also run it in the app1. So I will copy the script. I will come here. I will do vi script.sh insert mode and I will paste the script. Okay, now I will save it. Again, we have to give the execution permission plus x. Okay, we will cross check it. Okay, we have the execution permission. Now we will run that script. Okay, okay, so it is running here. While it is running, we will clone our repo here. Okay, like maybe we could not have clone, right? Like we only have run the like we have installed the packages. Okay, last command is remaining to clone the repo. So we'll clone, like run the command for cloning in our app2 also. Okay, done. Now in the both app1 and app2, we have to change the credential of the database so so that our database will able to connect, right? So we'll go back to our RDS and see it is got in available state or not. Okay, I think it should be in the available zone, like available state. We'll click on databases. So yeah, it is in available state. So I will click, I will check it on it, and we'll copy the endpoint here, guys. Okay, endpoint means the address of this database, where to put. Okay, so this is the address. So we'll copy this. Okay, so all these things are managed. You can say these endpoints are managed by a service called Route 53. So if you guys remember, last, you can say previous month, some issue was got faced by the AWS in the Virginia region. That issue was came just because of the service of Route 53. All the databases are got stuck because they are not resolving the instances there. Okay, so that was the issue from the Route 53 side. Okay, so what we have to do, we have to go into this directory. Okay, then why it got stuck? Okay, here as I told you, this is the main, you can say, file of the python.py you can see. So I am directly opening it. Okay, app.py. So here we have this endpoint, right? So this is the older endpoint which will not work. Okay, so we'll remove this endpoint and we will add our endpoint here, which we have just copied, right? I will put it here. Okay, then port is as it is, and username also, if you like seen there, we have given the username same as the Postgre. Okay, password is different, so I will change the password. So we have set a password. So we have set one password here. Correct text support. Okay. So I will give the password. Then the remaining things are as it is. So I will save it. Okay. Like endpoint I want to change and the password. I saved it. Okay. Also we will do it in the app one. Clear the screen. Then cd RDS. Okay. Here we will do vi app.py. Same thing we will do here also. Okay. Insert and we'll change this database endpoint. Okay, we'll change this database endpoint with R. Just let me copy that. Okay, paste it here. Then also we need to change the password, right? So here we need to change the password also. Okay, now I will save it. Okay, so we'll run the application, guys, right now. Okay, so how we can run it? We have a command. We have to run a command to run this application. So what is that command? So you have to run this command python 3 and the name of the file. Okay, python 3 app.py. If I hit it, okay, if I hit it, see our application is on running state. Okay, let me show you from the front end. So if you see here, okay, if I like show you here, so if I paste the IP address, so firstly we will copy the IP address. I will go to the EC2 instances. So we have like started in the app one, right? Not in the app two. So if I click on app one or copy the IP address, sorry. So if I copy the IP address of app one and open it here. So remember guys, like as I told you, we have this application on 5000 port, right? So we have to open it in the 5000 port. See, it is open. Okay. So if I put here some details, like if I put my name here, so here, and then my mail ID, so here @corextech.in. Okay. And my country, India. If I submit this, if I click on submit, so it has to be submit and it has to be like my data should be go into my database, but it is loading. Why it is loading? Because as I told you, we will also see some connectivity and security group part, right? So if you like go into this app, okay, I will show you in the app too, like app to server. See here, if you see this database, so it has like it is like connecting with the database with the port of 5432. This port must have to open in the security group of that RDS. Okay, so we'll again go to the RDS and we will check which security group is attached to this database. And with that data, with that security group, we have to put the entry of that port. Okay, see security group. So I will click on this. Okay, I will click on this. This is that database, right? Sorry, this is that security group, right? So if you see here, there is no inbound rule for 54324. So I will add here. Okay, so I will add 5432. Okay, 5432. I have given the name, and I will like as of now I am opening for all. Okay, you can also give it only for the VPCs, like your VPC CIDR, but I'm giving for all. Okay, save. See here I have saved it. and here if you click on submit, it will work. See, data is stored. Okay, so guys, if I give you this, I'm copying this, and if I give you this in the chat box, so guys, can you fill the form so that we can see the data in our database? Okay, so if you like click on this and if you fill the form, so we can able to see like it is storing in the database. And with our application, we have also given a UI for seeing the database. Okay, if you like open a page called slash get data, you can able to see the database here. The data is here, you can say. See, like people are filling the data and it is getting stored in our database, right? So every time I will like reload it, new data will come if the data will be filled there. Okay. Okay. So we have opened it in the app where we have done it in the app one, I think so. Okay. So we will also open it in the app two. Don't worry, guys. We have the whole Q&A at the last, so don't worry about that. Like if you have any query, okay. So we will also open it into our app two, right? We must have to check in the app two also. So we'll run Python 3 app.py. Okay, it is also open. So if you go here in the instances, okay, and in the instances, if you go into app two, copy this, paste this here, :5000. Okay, see, our app two is also open. Okay, so if you fill the data here also from app two, because we have the same database, guys. So if you fulfill something here, so both the data will be stored in a same database. Okay, same credentials we have put, right? See, here from app two. So from app two, we have also put the data. Okay. Now, guys, like how we can differentiate, like if we are dealing with the load balancer, so we must have to like differentiate, right? Like our data, like our, you can say, uh, our load balancer is working or not, right? So we have to put something here, app one or app two. So let us do that. So what we will do, I will like stop it as of now. Okay. And if you do ls, so you can see here, there is something, directory templates. So if I do cd templates, okay. So in the templates, if you do ls, see this index.html you can able to see. So this is a UI, okay. And that app.py was the logical things, like how exactly our application has to work. That is defined in the app.py. And how the UI, like whatever UI you are seeing here, see, this is the UI you are seeing, right? So this UI is stored, the code of the UI is stored in the index.html, okay. So we'll open this index.html file, okay. Here I will do slash and I will search the corex. So in the body, okay, this is the body, like here it is mentioned corex tech skills. Here you can see this was that, okay. So what I'm doing here, from in at the corex tech, before the corex tech, I'm writing here app one, okay. See, app one, I will save this, okay. I save this. I will do cd dot dot, and again I will run my application. So guys, please check the app two. If I like reload the app two, so you can able to see. Sorry, I have done a mistake. In the app two, I have given the name app one. Vi index.html. So what I will do, I will make it app two first, okay, because we don't need a confusion. So we'll make it app two and save it. Guys, check out from your side whether it is working or not. Okay, maybe you got the point why we have like giving it the names app one and app two. And if you not getting that, So definitely you will get that when we will create the load balancer. Okay. Here also we will do the same thing. 4x I will search. Here I will mention app1. Okay, this is the app1. So we'll save this. Again, I will run my application. Python.py. Okay, so if we go here, okay, this will become app2. And here, if I like remove this page, like get data, and again hit enter. So this is the app1. Okay, so we can differentiate. This is the app1. This is the app2. Okay, so till now we have done with connectivity database and deploying our application into the servers. Okay, like both of the servers. Now the last part, the last phase you can say, which is the data, like the load balancer. Okay, so for this both you can say app1 and app2 will distribute the load. Okay, so what we will do, we will go to the load balancer section, but before launching the load balancer we need a target group, right? So firstly we will create a target group here. We want a target group for instances, of course, right? Here I will give a name. So I will give app server TG. Okay, the target group. Now here guys, if you remember, we have the 5000 port, right? Not the 80 port. So we have to mention that, of course. Okay, then in the health check also you can do it TCP. Next, which instances you want to put in the target group? So I want to put both the instances in my target group, include. Next. Okay, so here all the things are proper. So I will create a target group. Okay, so we have created a target group here. I will check this target group and I will like create a new load balancer. Okay, here I will create a new load balancer. I will give a name here. So I will give app server load balancer, ELB. Okay, elastic load balancer. Then internet phasing I want. Okay, so here you have to select the availability zone where your instances are. So I think our instances are in availability zone A, I think so. Okay, so I'm selecting two availability zones here. Then security group. So we will create a security group here. Okay, as of now we will select the default one. Then after we will change it. Maybe we have to give the allowance of a port. Okay, now on the load balancer, from which port the traffic has to come. So here I am keeping it as it is at 80 port, and here I'm selecting that target group, right? This target group. So what it will do, whatever traffic will come to the load balancer, it will push the traffic to this target group. And this time, this target group has two instances, so it will distribute it. Okay. Now we'll create a load balancer. Okay, it's got created here. So we'll go to the load balancer, like it's in a provision state. So like while it is in a provision state, we will go with the security group. As I told you guys, like why I'm going into the security group, because we need a port. We need a 80 port to allow, right, to access that security group. So we need to allow here of 80 port, which everyone can access the 80 port, because that ELB will use 80 port. Okay, I hope you understand, guys. Okay, if I save this rule, but it's still in provisioning. Okay, it is come into the active. I will run this. We'll run and see if it is working or not. HTTP. Okay. Okay. See guys. I will put first maybe. See, if you reload this, okay, if you reload this, so it will change. Okay, app1 and app2, it will change. That's why we have put that app1 and app2. I hope our app1 and app2 are running. It is only showing the app. Yes, app2 is also showing by the ELB. I'm copying this and I will give this to you guys. So you can check out from your end also and raise up your hand if you see both of app1 and app2, guys. Got it, guys? Both app1, app2. Only two people have tried. 5, 6, 8. Okay. Okay, guys. Okay, good. So this is how, guys, we can create such a good architectures where we have two instances with a fully managed database of RDS of PostgreSQL, and we have the load balancer to balance our application load. Okay, so if the traffic is coming, like 1 lakh traffic is coming to our load balancer, it will distribute it with these both instances. Okay, so this is a very good architecture, you can say, you can create.